Hello and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the 8th grade concept of writing equations and inequalities. This is standard 8.8a in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 35 of the 2021 released STAAR test. If you have not done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. So we've got a rectangle ABCD, and we've got side lengths given to us as expressions here. We know that side length AB is greater than side length AD. We need to find an inequality that represents that. Okay, so let's do a little bit of substitution here. So AB is greater than AD. And so what do we know about AB? Well, AB is right here. They give it to us. 9x minus 16 is greater than AD. It's right here. 1.5x plus 42. All right, so I've substituted the expressions for both side AB and side AD. Look at that. Is it that easy? You literally just have to put a greater than sign between the two expressions. Well, I mean, it seems like it satisfies what the problem is asking. An inequality that represents the fact that AB is greater than AD, which is exactly what I just did. Okay, so I could tell you it's not A. So they did exactly what B did. They just used less than rather than greater than. You can always tell the difference because a less than can be turned into a capital L and kind of rotated a little bit. So greater than is going to be the other way. That's how I always remember. But I'm wondering about C and D, because when I see these expressions, I am wanting to simplify. So let's simplify to see whether the 10.5x and the 26 come in, because if they do, then maybe we miss something, because you can't have two correct answers. All right, so if you are going to simplify this, you want to get the variable on one side and then all the numbers on the other side. So I'm going to, I always want to keep a positive x, so I'm going to subtract 1.5x from both sides. All right, so that's going to make that a 0, right? I'm going to get a plus 42. And I've got minus 16. Now my 9x minus my 1.5x, that's going to be 7.5x. All right, now I want to get rid of that 16, so I'm going to add 16 to both sides, right? And this is just going to be 42 plus 16. Because I added that 16 right there. And so I'm left with 7.5x is greater than, what is that, 58. Thankfully, I don't have a negative, so I'm going to have to flip the inequality here, but now I need to divide both sides by 7.5. That's just going to make 1, right? So let's divide by 7.5, and we're going to say x is greater than whatever in the world 58 over 7.5 is. Let's see. 58 divided by 7.5. Okay, 7.73 repeating. That's kind of random. So that looks nothing like C and D. But you know what? Look at this, even this first step, 10.5x. So they didn't do the full division. So they ended up with, let me go back up a step. They ended up with this right here. Mine was 7.5x is greater than 58. They came up with different numbers. They didn't even get at the 10.5. Because look what they did. You can get 10.5 if you add 1.5 to 9. But you don't need to add 1.5 to 9. You need to subtract 1.5 from 9. And then you would need to take this 16. You need to take it away from 42 to get that 26. So they just messed that up. So our answer here is B.